let's go to the range. There, got it on there. Alright, what I've got here is, I've got an old Mystic core, and what you're seeing is heavy strike damage early in the baffle stack. What this comes from is from guns with barrels threaded to the bottom edge of the spec or threaded undersize. And the moment the cam breaks loose and breaks the seal with the torque shoulder on the barrel, it drops down and the bullet guts through the baffles. You can see it's actually got several of these right through here and damaged them really heavily, tore chunks out of them. The only way you can get the vector angle steep enough to catch those baffles is for the threads to not have a good spec on the pitch diameter, so that when it breaks loose, there's a lot of play and it drops down. Or you've got a really unstable round that's just rattling through the can. Now, another example is, you got a Mystic X core here. If you'll notice, as I go by the camera lens here, you don't see any baffle damage. This core is damaged, but there's no baffle strikes until you get to the front. See, it caught just front cap. What that's typically from is the same phenomenon, but with better thread engagement. It's still going to drop a little bit because there has to be some play between the two thread engagement surfaces so that you can actually screw the can on and off of the gun. If you don't have any play at all, it will bind and it just won't go together. So you have to have a little bit. If that's what happens is a lot of times you'll see that end cap strike just like this one. You can see just the end of the metal's upset right there. You kind of see it if I get it just right. And that comes from loose connections as well. Sometimes you'll get strikes like this from cartridges like Subsonic 308 and stuff, where they're shooting too heavy a bullet and too slow a twist, and the bullet actually leaves the gun and the base drops and it yaws as it leaves the gun, and the base of the bullet will catch the end cap sometimes. Sometimes it'll catch it in here. Typically you'll see those baffle strikes in the last third of the can, though. You won't never see them up in the first part like you did with this Mystic here. All right, that's the point we're trying to iterate here, is that you need to make sure the can's tight.
It's on the table and you put the you can shoot it.